the rest of our people. So we're going to move forward with the spotlight on the wisdom of our ancestors. And today we are talking about the concept of Egbe Bere Ugo Bere, live and let live in Igbo traditions.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our viewers. This section is very important to us because we know that other people, other ethnic nations have this type of thing that we're discussing in their own area too. So go and find out. Don't think we're trying to impose our way on you. No, we're breaking it down. People who understand it. And then those that are not Igbos also, if you check in your place, you see some of these ancient codes that will help you to live the type of life you're supposed to live. So Egbe Belu, Ugo Belu. Anambra people will say Belu. Imo State will say Bere, but it's all the same dialect. So that's why I just put it together there. Nkesi Beye Bena, Nkukwaya.
Nkukwaya or you buy Egbe, which one? Nkesi Beye Bena, pow, you buy Egbe.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know, I mean, Nkukwaya, it could mean anything. Okay, so we just know that live and let live. You know, where my right stops is where your own right starts. So I must recognize your rights as you recognize my rights. Then we have a balanced life. You know, God never intended that we all have one face. If not, my face will not be different from Sister Mona's face. God is a God of variety. He wants big, tall, slim, big, young, old. He wants us that way. That's how the universe was planned. And if that happens, that means that you have to respect other people's rights, even as you expect those people to respect your rights too. So this is one of our social codes or social values and social practice as Ndi Igbo. These things guide us. That's how we're able to live and become prosperous as we have been all this while. It came from our ancestors. Ndi Igbo are Republicans with a touch of regulated theocracy. So in being free, relating with ourselves, we all also recognize that God is the supreme being. That's a Chukwu, is the supreme king. That's why you hear names like Chibueze. So that's why we don't bow. The last time we explained to us that we don't bow to human beings. It's not that we don't respect human beings. We respect those in authority. We respect God. We have leaders and all that. However, our supreme reverence is to God. We believe that God is the supreme king, and everyone, including our politicians and local leaders, we all have to bow to him and not to human beings. So he helps us to regulate criminality and some of these people exercising too much power and authority, even at home and everywhere. So it's about concept, mindset, worldview. That's how we see world and see life as individual. So we believe in rule of law and common or communal good. Ohaneze, here I'll talk about Ohaneze, the people and their king. We work together as humanity. So we believe in humanity. We believe that people should follow certain rules and be guided accordingly. We believe that there are consequences for wrong deeds. Yes. It's church people with their teaching. And the ones that tell people, oh, do anything and it will be fine and God will forgive. Everybody will forgive. No, that's not how the ancestors look at life. They believe that anything you do, there will be consequences in equal measure, no matter what you do. So, as a result, we are careful in the way we live life because we know that anything we say or do or do not say, there will be consequences. Not just for us, but for children after us and our families. So we are people, our ancestors live a life of being very careful in their actions and their words. And that's what we should be doing. So if any church is telling you otherwise, if you have a clash between what your ancestors said and what the church is saying, review that your church only might not be right because they use religion to manipulate our people because of colonialism. So they didn't bring the true gospel. If you go, we know what we're saying. That's what we're saying. There is true gospel. they manipulated, turned this upside down. That's why it's not working. If it's not working, no, it's not real. It didn't come from God. So if you will not allow another person to develop, and we're giving you an example, the meaning of having consequences. If you do not allow another person to develop or fly, because when you fly, you perch. That's Belu in Igbo counting. Fly, perch. Perching is Belu or Bere, depending on the state you're from. Different dialects in Igbo. You say, if you will not allow person, what that means, literally, what it's talking about is others to develop. When we fly, in Igbo culture, it's like we are developing and moving, we are excelling. So if you excel, you allow your brothers and sisters to also excel. But if you will not do that, our ancestors said that your system should collapse, that your wing, you should have wing failure, you should have system failure. Whatever you are using to fly should fail, because you are not using that thing that you're using to fly to stop your brothers and sisters from flying. So if you're not going to allow your brother, because we believe that the universe, the sky, is wide enough for everyone to fly. I don't need to fly. I don't need to bring my brother and sister down so that I can fly. The space is enough. As I'm flying, my brother is flying, my sister is flying, we are moving, everybody is excelling. So that's what our ancestors believe, that if everyone is excelling, the community will excel. So we want everyone to excel. We don't want someone 80 Laura. We don't want the one that is only your eye that the whole village is seeing with. That is a political, is this a colonial mentality? So we are trying to switch from colonial mentality, because if we are saying no to colonialism, we will also say no to colonial mentality. Everything that the colonial monsters brought to us and use it to turn our way of living, we want to reject them. And that's what we are teaching our people. One by one, you will help us find out also. If you don't know, ask your mother, father, uncles, aunt, how did they do these things before? And we said, the culture that is not okay, if you see the culture and it's not okay, you can agree together and destroy it. But we have seen in most times, the purpose of our culture is always good intent, except when people now want to use it to do something bad. In that case, you discard it and do the right work. So, the suggestion, because there's a new one that some people are coming and say, Egbe Bere Belu, in case he be able to go see a bog, meaning that you should show him where to perch. No, that is abomination, self. To say that type of thing is abomination. The person that didn't want you to fly or perch should now show you where to perch. Does that even make sense? Have you seen the manipulation we say they brought with their fake Christianity? Trying to turn our ways of reasoning so that you start reasoning upside down. Something that when you say it, it will give you sense. They turn it around so that when you say it, you become stupid. You're like, what you're saying doesn't even make sense anymore. So the suggestion that the wrong person should redirect the victim is not Igbo culture. You are already an offender by trying to stop your brother from flying. You should be punished because actions have consequences. You shouldn't have the right. Nobody should be giving you right to be directing, to try to redirect the victim of your evilness. No, we are not doing that. So that's not the right thing to do. Egbe Belu, Ugo Belu, nke si bi ebe na, nkukwa ya. If you say that your brother will not prosper, then your system should collapse. We believe that life is supreme. Ndubisi, life is supreme. And everyone is born equal. So no one is expected to intimidate or suppress another person. Not even in marriage, not in work relationship, in anything. It's live and let live. Do not intimidate others. Do not suppress them. And they should not do the same to you either. We believe that human life is sacrosanct. As a result, no conflict will warrant you taking the life of another person. Whatever that conflict is, it can be resolved. You don't need to take the life of your brother or your sister. If by mistake someone loses his life through your action or inaction, which we call in English accidental manslaughter, you will be banished for 7 years. We call it osocho because we know things happen. The essence of that is because we have designated sanctuary and refuge cities where one could seek asylum. Like Nri Kingdom is one of such cities. And if you go to Numbers 35:6, you will see there, which is why we always tell our people, the white man did not write the Bible. Our people did. Our people wrote scriptures. The white man picked them the way they stole other resources, stole them, compiled them, misinterpreted some, and manipulated some for colonialism, for something negative. But what they meant for evil, God will turn around for our own good, because we are going to use it and we will correct it because it belongs to us originally. White man does not have the ability to do what is inside that book. Inside that book is our way of life from beginning. We are the ones that have codes, omenani, that we live by in the society, that help us to live the type of life and righteous life that our ancestors have. The other day we told you about ancestorship. It's like sainthood. It's our culture, that you live in a particular way so that you will die in a particular way. We are the ones that monitor the way we live and the way we die. And we are very conscious about living right so that we can die right. So it cannot be the white man that is busy looking for a way to colonize people and kill them since their ancestors became human beings. They cannot be the one to write scriptures. They don't write scriptures. They did not write scriptures. They are unable to write scriptures, and they are unable to live according to what is inside there. They're just learning from us. So please, let's get it right. There, we're telling you about sanctuary cities, where if you mistakenly kill your brother or your sister, because we say it's live and let live, but sometimes something might happen and somebody will mistakenly lose his life or her life, which we call accidental manslaughter. If it happens, you will not live in that same land. The land, you will leave the land where that thing happened. We call it osocho. You run for 7 days. 7 years. The essence of you running to that sanctuary city is so that you'll be protected from blood revenge by the aggrieved relation of the dead person. Because remember, we told you that actions have consequences. So if you do something and somebody loses life, the relation of that person might want to revenge. As a result, you are told to run away for 7 years. It's kind of going to serve kind of prison. But this type of prison is not the one that you be inside prison and damaging you and everything. But you have to go in a different environment where you will live differently. After 7 years, there will be ceremonies before you can come back. Because you just killed a life. Even if it's by mistake, you have to, there will be consequences. So the essence is so that another person will not do that. See, with something like that, you see that you're going to be careful. If you want to give your sister food or your brother food, you'll be sure that there's no poison in it. Because if anything happens, you're going to run. You will live everywhere you know for 7 years. You will live. Or you're fighting. You don't want to fight anyhow because you're busy fighting and then your brother dies. You got more such. You're going to leave the land for some time. 7 good years. It's not a child's play. So the aim of our ancestors is for everyone to live an authentic and righteous life. Live fully and freely without intimidation to or from others, to allow others to live theirs too. That's the essence of live and let live. We believe in peaceful coexistence and tolerance, good neighborliness, good conduct, non-violent interactions with others. This is what we believe. We believe that conflicts should be resolved in such a way that everyone is treated fairly. That's what we talk about. Ofo no good, equity, justice, and fairness. When there's something going wrong in the society, there will be a public, truthful, and honest conversation. Everyone will make an input until a consensus is reached. Usually, those known for being truthful, honest, and well informed on the subject matter will lead those conversations. Not just everybody throwing in words here and there. No. Our people know, that's what we live in, like community. So we know people's capabilities. So when you're speaking, we know whether you should speak or you should not speak. If you say in a wrong way, everyone will start laughing at you because, like, what are you talking? So you find out that people, you make input, but it has to be an intelligent input. To be you be that people already know you, that you're an honest person. And most of the time, when they see people that are like that, they want you to be part of every conflict resolution because they'll say, this person is always speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
This person is a very honest person. Please come on, what do you think? Give us your opinion. And then they'll reach a consensus. Eventually, superior argument will prevail in all the things that they said. And there will be a collective decision on what to be done. It's our people, I said that there's this river in my place. He said it was giving problem. We got the history. That the people came together and say, this river is going to live here. That's how powerful the people are. So the people are able to make decision and say, we don't want this, we want that. And they will make that. So is that not democracy? Our people inherited democracy. Our people inherited that life. The colonial master did not bring democracy to us. So there's have a caveat, because sometimes when we talk of things, people want to think it's their own criminality we are talking about. No. This code of live and let live does not apply to criminals and lawbreakers in the society. If you're a criminal and you're breaking law, there's nothing like live and let live for you. Actions have consequences. You will face the consequences. For example, this does not apply to those duping our people in the name of freedom fighting, politics, or religion. Whether religion is traditional religion, Arabic religion, Roman religion, European religion, whatever it is, if you are duping our people, being criminally minded, this code is not for you. We are not telling you to live and let live. No, you're already a criminal and you should face consequences. You should stop what you're doing. You need to practice your religion privately. That is, spirituality is a private thing. Don't use it to destroy other people. Don't use it to kill other people. Do it without duping ignorant people. Stop this religious magic that our people are doing. Stop bowing to or worshiping or taking our resources to our enemies in the name of religion. Please stop. When people are sick, they should be taken to hospitals. You could go there and pray for them if you want. If people need money, help and support them to learn new skills so that they can work or start new business so that they can make money in a legitimate way. Stop wasting our people's time praying at your business centers. If you sit down, the Bible says that sleeping and folding hands, it says poverty will come upon you like a bandit. God made it that we should walk with our hands to earn a living. That is the standard. Not spending your time inside church 7 days in a week, praying for job when you know that you close down the industries and the companies that should where you will work. You close them down to build your churches, and you enter inside church to go and pray for work to come. God does not answer those type of prayers. You're wasting your time and you're deceiving yourself. We need to sanitize our society. That's why important to us. Because people are saying, leave them, leave them. Don't touch my church. Don't touch your church. No. We know that our people are not paying attention to the liberation movement and campaign because they're being distracted by this fake religion, fake politics, and fake freedom fighting. You see how they're linked? That's why it's a serious case. We are not here to play. We're not joking. We want to sanitize our society. We want our people to begin to reason again like human beings, not animals. So we want to remove every form of distraction, every form of lies and propaganda. We need to cleanse them from our society. The people will do it by themselves. That's why we're here talking. We are not coming to your community to do it. in that means we are violating your rights. But we are teaching you so that you can go and get more information to understand what you should do as a human being. So you stop calling us to ask for money. Because when you do the right thing, you will be empowered by yourself. I won't be the one giving you money to be alive. Me, I will make small money that is not for me, and you will make your own, and you'll be fine. If you want to visit me, it will be just you want to come and see your sister. Anytime I see call from home, it's somebody asking for money. Not somebody calling to say, sister, how are you? Are you all right? How's everything? No. They won't even ask you, how are you? How are your children? How's your family? No. They will ask you, sister, I need this. Auntie, I need that. Uncle, I need that. That is not okay. But we understand that you have been duped. That's why we're coming here to teach you the right thing, so that we will begin to build our capabilities and do the right thing. As a religious center, you can see that while we know that this thing is not right, is that as these religious centers are growing in number, criminality is also rising. So it cannot be right. And it's not the devil doing it. No, it's not the devil. It's man-made poverty. They created more mad poverty as they're closing down our industries and building their churches and the place of worship. It is not right. If you don't do something that is right, you will see the results. So stop giving your money to fake freedom fighters. You're going to be poor. There's no reward from it. Poverty will overtake your family because you're using your money and putting it in the wrong place. You're not making an investment. You're throwing your money away. Supporting freedom fighting that does not make sense. We told you that Biafra is phantom. It's Biafra. It does not exist. Because that's not how to do what you're supposed to do. You walk, we have explained it down to you. So we're talking of ways that you will not be able to live. It's live and let live. But if you are not doing the right thing, you won't have the capacity to live. Stop following and supporting one Nigerian politicians. They hate you, and they are the source of your problem. If you can do this, live and let live. If you can do the right thing, if you can listen to us as Umada Ezioku, daughters of truth, your life will be better. And eventually, when we finish all this campaign that we're doing, you will live the life they are supposed to live. Crime is crime. Evil is evil. It should be rejected by everyone in the society, and it should be punished accordingly. Igbo Gade. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. So please continue to help us to share. You can see this is the last part of the program today, and our people need to get this information. We need to sanitize our land. We need to build industries instead of churches. We need to enlighten our people so they can make informed decision. So until next week, we will see you. Please, even though we're offline, continue to share the information, summarize it to others, direct them to where they need to go to get more information so that we can get home and get home faster. Until next week, we shall see you. You take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.